بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Amma ba'd, tonight, the 17th night of the month of Rabi'ul Awwal, 1440, after the hijrah of the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam. And we continue in the reading of Sharh Nawaqidul Islaam al-Ashara, their explanation of the 10 nullifiers of al-Islam by Shaykh Salih al-Fawzaan hafidhahullah. And tonight, bi'idhnillah, we continue in those matters that we mentioned, that it is the ruling between the believers and the disbelievers. Of course, after declaring them to be disbelievers. And this was in regard to the point number 3, which is whomsoever does not declare the disbeliever to be disbeliever, or he is in agreement with his methodology, or he is in doubt of his kufr. Now for that person, even if he prays, even if he fasts, even if he do all the acts of worship, that itself is disbelief. Meaning not believing that the disbelievers are disbelievers, or having doubts in their ways, or agreeing in their methodology. That alone is disbelief, wal-iyadhu billah. And the first thing that it is to have between us and the disbelievers, among 11 things and more, is to have hatred and to have enmity and hostility with the disbelievers, those who have enmity and hostility with Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. And we read, alhamdulillah, Surah Al-Mumtahana, verse 1 through 4, and likewise Surah Al-Mujadala, verse number 22, the very last verse, and likewise Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 256. 256. فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله وقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى. فمن يكفر بالطاغوت, and actually we only left out, we didn't even take the whole verse, but rather we left out with at-taghut, the word at-taghut. We mentioned at-taghut is mujawazatul had. In the lugha, at-taghut, it means going beyond the limits. Going beyond the limits is the meaning of at-taghut. As in the Sharia, it is going beyond the limits of a person in regard to worshipping him, obeying him, and following him. This is the meaning of at-taghut in the Shara, going beyond the limits of a human or of a creation in worshipping him, in following him, and in obeying him. And we mentioned, alhamdulillah, the statement or their statement of Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah when he was talking about the ru'usul tawaghit, the head of the major false deities, the 5 major false deities. And he mentioned that they are, the first of them is Iblis, la'anatullahi alayhi. حد في اللغة مجاوزة الحد في اللغة. And after Iblis you have those who call to their worship. Those who call to their worship. Ahsanta, very good. The third one, very good, Abu Bakr. The third one is whoever is being worshipped and is pleased for that worship that he is being worshipped. Ahsanta, Abdul Rahman. Whoever claimed to have knowledge of the unseen. Ahsanta, Abdul Rahman. Ahsantu, very good. Whosoever does not judge by what Allah has revealed. These are the 5 Tayyib ru'usu tawaghit. When you say the taghut, Tayyib, it means going beyond the limits of the creation in worshipping them, in following them, or in obeying them. Now the heads of them are 5. You got the shaitan, Iblis, la'natullahi alayhi, whomsoever call for his worship. Number 3, whomsoever is being worshipped and he is pleased with that. Number 4 is the one that claim to have the knowledge of the unseen. And number 5 is whomsoever does not judge by what Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala has revealed. So here, فَمَنْ يَكْفُرُ بِالطَّاغُوتِ وَيُؤْمِنْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ اسْتَمْسَكَ بِالْعُرْوَةِ الْوُثْقَى. Here, Allah Ta'ala here mentioned فَمَنْ يَكْفُرُ بِالطَّاغُوتِ وَيُؤْمِنْ بِاللَّهِ. Whomsoever disbelieve in the false deities, وَيُؤْمِنْ بِاللَّهِ, and he believes in Allah, and he believes in Allah. And disbelieving in the false deities and believing in Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala alone. Now this right here is the meaning of La ilaha illallah. This right here is the meaning of La ilaha illallah, because in it you have the negation and the affirmation. Put your shoes on the shower. You have the negation and the affirmation. Al-kufru bit-taghut wal-imanu billah. Disbelieving in all the false deities, which is La ilaha. La ilaha. طيب. This is why the meaning of La ilaha illallah is what? Aba Ibrahim? نعم, the meaning, المعنى. لا معبود بحق إلا الله. 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 This is the meaning of La ilaha illallah. Sit right there. Get the bottle of water from him. All right, sit right there, please. That this is the meaning of La ilaha illallah. That La ma'buda bihaqqin illallah. La ma'buda bihaqqin illallah. There is no deity to be worshipped in truth except Allah. Because you have other deities that are being worshipped. You have other deities that are being worshipped. Alaysa kadhalik? You have other things that are being worshipped, whether they are right or wrong. You have other things that are being worshipped, whether they are right or they are wrong. Things are being worshipped, right or wrong. No, that was not his mother. Wow, that he mentioned, and not every, you find people, barakallahu fikum, saying that la ilaha illallah, it means this, it means that. But anything that is being worshipped is what? Is that person's ilah. Anything that the person is worshipped is his ilah. You find, barakallahu fikum, the Christians worshiping Isa. طيب? So, is Isa radin an dhalika? Is he pleased with it? No. But they have taken him as a deity. Is he a deity? Of course not. You find those who, barakallahu fikum, they worship the shams, the sun, or the moon. Is the sun and the moon deity? No, they are not no deities. You find those who they worship Buddha, right? Is Buddha a deity? Yeah, he is a deity to them because they worship in him. But is he a true deity? Now the answer is he is not a true deity.
Yeah, what is Buddha?
You know the Buddhist?
Yes, I hear Buddhist.
Right, that's the one that they worship.
It's their God.
It's their God. It's their God that is called Buddha. Right.
Is this is a language of is this Buddha a language or what?
What do you mean? The
Like
name?
When you say God in English, you're referring to Allah.
No.
Huh?
No. When you say God, you're not necessarily referring to Allah.
In English word.
Right. In English word, saying God doesn't necessarily mean you're referring to Allah.
It doesn't.
No. It's a general statement.
In Arabic, when you call him Allah.
That's a difference.
Yeah. In Arabic, when you call him Allah.
Right?
That's an Arabic term for Allah, who created the heavens, the earth, you, me, everything.
Right.
And everything belongs to him, and everything.
Right.
Back to him.
We understand that. We understand that. Right.
Now, is this Buddha a language of these people for their God, or what?
That's the name of their God.
Okay.
That's the name of their God. Just like the name of our deity is what? Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Buddha is the name of their God. Let's say you have the Hindu. They have many names for their different gods. Just like the ancient Arabs, the kuffar, the pagans of the Arabs, they used to have other deities that they used to worship besides Allah. Did they have names?